everyone, and welcome back to Southeast Iowa Video Network's Community Profiles. I'm your host, Greta Clemens, and we are powered by KCTC. Today is a fun day because I am joined with some of the harp players from the Washington Community Theater, and we are going to be chatting about their play, The Outsider. Outsider? Or Outsiders.
Outsider,
okay.
Not plural. That's a totally different show.
I know, that's a totally different book and show and everything. So, The Outsider. So, welcome you guys. Welcome back if you have been here before. I know you have. So, why don't we do a quick introduction who you guys are, and then we'll go into the play.
Sure. My name is Teresa Pierson, and I am in the show. I am the character Paige Caldwell.
And I'm Brett Pierson, and I play Dave Riley in the show.
Nice. So The Outsider, you guys have already had a few performances, and you have some more coming up. But before we dive into that, let's talk about what it is about. So it's a comedy.
It is a comedy, and you will find reason to laugh should you go to see the show, which we encourage. It has a political theme to it, so a comedy about politics, so that ought to be interesting.
It's a good time for that.
Political, but not partisan. Not partisan at all.
Exactly,
it's just more about the general behavior of politicians and kind of the hijinks and kookiness that they get up to. So
right, there's a situation where the governor, who is unseen in the show, just talked about, loses his job, and so the lieutenant governor has to step in and fill his shoes. And there's some character issues with that person as far as how well he's going to fill those shoes. So my part is I'm the pollster that they bring in as kind of a political support person to help get the process underway and maybe make it successful.
Yep. And I, as Dave Riley, play the chief of staff to the governor, who is played by Mike Shantz. And so I'm trying to organize things, try to keep him in his job, essentially, because as Teresa mentioned, there are some things that maybe he wouldn't pull well with, some that maybe people might think he's too stuffy or just a little bit hard to understand, or essentially not a great governor. And that's how the show starts, is that we're stepping into this situation where the governor has not had a good media appearance, and I'm trying to fix it. I've brought Paige on to help me fix it, and then
it all develops from there.
Exactly.
You got to check it out.
There's a lot of character development within the show and interpersonal relationships. And, when you do a comedy and you rehearse it, sometimes you don't realize that many times you're saying things that are funny.
Yeah.
And so when we stepped out there for the first performances last Friday and had a live audience, it kind of takes you back a little bit.
You're like, that was funny.
That is funny. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's great, because we do have some jokes that we know. Lori Wiley plays
Lulu Peaks.
Lulu Peaks.
I like it, Lulu.
And she's kind of a hapless the receptionist, and then she kind of falls into her own role, and Lori is absolutely hysterical in the show, and Lulu's a very fun character. And I have a lot of scenes opposite her where she's not understanding what I'm saying, and I'm trying to get her to understand just how to do a basic job. And so there's some humor in that. And then Arthur Vance, played by Ed Colby, steps into the picture to help us fix this problem. He's a high-powered D.C. Political advisor, and he's come to save Ned Newley and make him the governor of the unnamed state in the show, and make him the best governor he can be.
Right, and regarding Ed, I'm kind of taken back to 1981 when Ed was Harold Hill in The Music Man. And so he's playing kind of a similar part where he is kind of the salesperson of his criteria for how to help Ned Newley out. So he does very well in that character.
Yes.
We also have Brandy Gillespie that is in the show, and she plays the part of a reporter that comes on set. And you'll also see Tom Dawson, one of the original harp players. He's the cameraman that comes in to help with that interview. And, of course, Greg Wiley is the director of the show, director extraordinaire. So one of the original harp players, too.
And Greg also makes not an actual presence on the stage, but if you come to the show, you'll definitely see the impact he left on our administration at the state. And it's a really fun show, both Brandy and Tom do an excellent job as the TV people, stepping into this complete chaos and adding to the chaos and then helping us fix the chaos in the end. So it is a fantastic show. Very, very, very funny. So yeah,
It is.
That sounds fun. And so how many people are in the show, or on stage, I guess?
Seven.
Cast of seven.
And they're all
Just
the
seven.
Heart players.
yes.
Well, there's some original members, and then because Heart players are a non-audition group, when they have open parts, they've got a small pool of people that they pick from, and you are asked if you want a part.
Okay.
And the answer is yes. Yes.
So what exactly are the Heart players?
They are an original group that started in 1999.
Okay.
And just a group of performers that wanted to get together, and they always benefit some kind of charity, which is an amazing thing to do.
That's super cool.
And I think they're extraordinarily gifted people. They have a passion for theater. They have a vast knowledge of how to make a show successful, how to help you build your character, bring out your character.
Very cool.
Of course, we can't forget that we've got behind-the-scenes kind of people,
Yes.
as far as Lisa Hughes, who does costuming for the show. This is probably one of her easier shows, so she's probably grateful for that.
Thank God. Yeah, no, she
And-
does a wonderful job. I'm always amazed by the sets and costumes and all the
Yes,
things. So
yeah. Dawn Schindler is our backstage manager.
Okay.
And then we also have the general chairperson, which is Cindy Seberg.
Okay.
So it takes, more than just the
Oh,
7
yeah.
people you see on stage to make a show successful. There's a lot of people. I'm sure I've forgotten someone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like set building, right?
Yes, Brett Swift designed the set and has been. I have not seen Brett once because our schedules just aren't such that we run into each other. But
Yeah.
every once in a while, I find something new on set that, oh, that's great! I've been waiting for this, and here it is.
There
And it's
it is.
fantastic. So
Or there's notes written on the back of the set.
those are more of a distraction than a help sometimes. But
he just leaves you guys fun little
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
words of encouragement or what?
There's
Whatever.
there's one that specifically tells us not to be
fun.
looking at this. We should be trying to remember our
Right,
lines. Which
right.
yes,
Right.
Oh,
right.
that's fun.
And then of course there's Kat Nelson, and she is she helped with lighting design and so forth, but she's a manager out there at the theater and wears a lot of hats. And Ed and Karen Chaubel have been helping too, as far as props
And
sound.
Yes.
So,
Awesome. So it takes a lot of hands to
It really
make the
does.
show successful.
Yeah. That's they call it community theater. It takes a lot of people in the
sure.
community, and
It
we're
is.
always looking for new people that are wanting to get involved in this in any way, shape, or form. If you're not an on the stage kind of person, I understand that, but there's lots of other duties that you can do.
Yeah. So if you're interested, let them know because
Absolutely.
all
Please.
hands on deck.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I just was reading, actually in the Southeast Iowa paper, one of the Heart players came out of retirement and came back here just for the play.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's crazy.
absolutely. Mike Shantz.
Mike Shantz, okay.
When he retired from doing hair, he moved to South Carolina, closer to his family, and we're thrilled to have him back in the area. He came back and stayed during rehearsals, and he's definitely gifted and definitely fills his part in the show really well.
Awesome. So he's just back just for the play, and then he's going back to North
Yep.
Carolina, you said?
South
Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's awesome. So you got to make sure you check out the show so you can see him, especially if you've seen him in past shows.
Yes.
So
And if you've seen him in past shows, you know that he does those character parts
Yes.
very well. And you will not be disappointed. So
yeah, I heard it. I read the newspaper. He stepped right back into it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
never even
Yes.
left him. So
absolutely.
very cool. Awesome. Well, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll chat a little bit more about upcoming dates and ticket prices and some other information.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Come visit us at Purposefully You Boutique and Home, Feel amazing in our comfy casual clothing styles with new inventory arriving weekly. Explore our unique home decor and delightful candle scents. We're conveniently located just 1 block north of the downtown square.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Welcome back, everybody, to Southeast Iowa Video Network's Community Profiles. I've been chatting with Teresa and Brett about The Outsider, the current play here in Washington at the Washington Community Theater. You guys have already had a few, one performance or two performances. Yep. How was the feedback? How did people?
Great. I see people, and one of the comments I hear consistently is that they cast this show perfectly. So the character that you're portraying, that's perfect for you. So,
if you guys had to pick a character in real life, would you play the character you guys are? Or would you pick a different one?
Probably not.
Or none at all.
I enjoy Dave's character a lot, and I've really enjoyed playing him, also playing opposite Mike. I have a lot of scenes with Mike, and those have all been fantastic. But no, Dave's, I think Dave lacks some confidence and is probably just a little bit too idealistic, foolishly idealistic, I'd say, in some cases. So I don't know if I'd necessarily pick his exact path, especially because I would hate to work in politics. I'd absolutely hate to work in politics. So I definitely along those lines. Not with Dave on that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my character that I play. Yeah, I've enjoyed developing the personality that fits with her character and her lines and her transition and how she feels during the show. So I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Do you guys, as you guys rehearse and practice and things, do you kind of come into the character, or do you guys do certain things to become the character? I don't know how to ask that, but I know like movie stars, they'll like do all these crazy things to become the character.
To be painfully cliche, it is a process.
Yeah.
It happens over time. I definitely walk in with ideas about who the character should be, and that's as any actor will tell you, that's part of our job as actors, is to read the script, be familiar with it, and then walk in thinking, okay, I've got some ideas, and then we work collaboratively with other actors on stage and then the director, and we kind of create this cohesive image, and it happens over time, and then sometimes it happens while we're doing the show. We get it happened to Teresa and I opening night. We were getting laughs we weren't expecting, and that completely changes the rhythm of how we deliver our lines, how we're interacting with each other, interacting with the audience, and that, so it happens. And it's, again, to be painfully cliche, it's an organic experience, and that's part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. And
and sometimes it's as simple as I'm a short person, so if I put on some heels or something that makes me taller, because Paige Caldwell is supposed to be a little assertive, pretty confident in what she's doing, that helps me to feel that part a little better, rather than clunking around in tennis shoes or something. But those kind of things. And then when you get in costume,
you're transformed.
You're transformed to that. Yeah,
exactly.
That's cool. Well, you guys will have to make sure you go check it out and check out Teresa and Brett and The Outsider. So what dates are left for the show?
So the dates that are left are this Friday and Saturday, which is March 28th and 29th. Those are 7:30 curtain times. And then we do have a Sunday matinee on March 30th, and that's a 2:30 curtain time. And you can get tickets by calling the theater, which is 319-653-5175, or you can go on wctheater.com, that's WashingtonCommunityTheater.com, and you can actually purchase your tickets online, select your seats. And this is reasonably priced entertainment. It is cheap. You're getting a good value. And come on, you need something to do.
Yes.
So adults are priced at $15 and students are $10. So now is a good time, too, to consider if you want a season pass, a season ticket for Washington Community Theater. Those are $45 per person, and you get 3 shows. And The Outsider would be your first show.
Yeah.
So just lock into that. You get you get to select your season ticket seats. It's a good thing to do for your community, and give you some really good entertainment.
Yeah, and I know you guys are absolutely incredible. I'm always in awe of how good of actors we have here in our community.
We are really blessed.
Yes.
And we're blessed to have a facility like
Yes.
that. That is amazing.
Yes. Yeah. So you guys need to get out and get a good laugh. It's March, not much else going on. So what else to do? You might as well go do that. So
Right. And we do have some sponsors that we would like
Yes.
to thank. Federation Bank, Hills Bank and Trust, and Washington State Bank. Without their financial support, we couldn't make this a good run, and we appreciate their sponsorship.
yeah. And again, their tickets and money raised goes back into a organization. You mentioned it, but I don't think we said the name of it.
The Lake Darling Youth Center is where the profits for this show will go. So that's another local organization that we're helping support and that the community is supporting. So that's another great reason to come out and see the show.
Yeah, so not only are you going to get a good laugh, you're supporting local actors in the community as well as Lake Darling. So
Absolutely.
that's awesome. Perfect. Well, anything else we're missing?
Just come and see the show.
Yes.
You really need to enjoy it. A lot of times if you've been to the community theater out here, the actors will go out to the lobby afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
We're not doing that, so we would encourage you, if you want to, give us your feedback, slip backstage after the show. We would love to shake your hand, and thank you for coming.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, make sure you guys check it out. I also know you mentioned to call and the website, but I was actually on your Facebook page or the Community Theater Facebook page.
Sure.
And I don't remember who was posting, but they were posting little things about each character, which was super helpful and cool,
Yes.
and then linking the ticket link. So if you're interested in learning a little more, there is somebody's posting some good stuff on there. So.
They are definitely.
Yeah.
I want to say it was
Jolisa
Jolene or Jolissa. I was
Jolisa
like,
Weiner.
yes. I was like, I can't remember.
She's been out
Incredible.
to practices and gotten some candid shots and has been fantastic about drumming up that publicity for us. So
So make sure you guys check it out. And then you mentioned season tickets, which are your next show will be in June. You want to give a quick snippet of what that show is?
It is The Drowsy Chaperone. It'll be a musical. I know a little bit about the show, but not a lot. I do know it's very funny. It is. Again, it's a musical, so you get both the acting and the fantastic singing vocalists we have in the community.
Yeah.
And definitely a show worth seeing. So definitely keep that on your list of things to do, and that'll be at the end of June.
Right.
And there will be auditions for that in April. So.
Awesome. So
keep
make
your
sure
eye out for that if you're interested.
Yeah, keep your eye out if you want to get some singing or be involved in the next theater play.
And first timers are great.
Yeah.
Come
Yes.
on out. We'll help you through the process. Really. I was in the musical last June, and we had some first time people, and what a great experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely get out there and check it out. I don't know how you guys do it, but props to you guys. You guys do wonderful. So
Yeah, and something to look forward to in the future. The Washington Community Theater was started in 1976, and so we're getting ready in 2026 to celebrate 50 years.
Wow.
So look forward to some information on that too.
yeah, big things to come, I'm sure.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, make sure you guys get out and check out The Outsider, which is happening this weekend. 28th, 29th, 30th?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
And you can hop on the website, get your tickets. But other than that, thank you guys for coming on. It was fun to have you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
break a leg in your next shows.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, thanks you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week.